isn't even all the way down.
Well, it's not latched. I didn't take the picture to bring it.
And I don't know anything about cars, but I don't know if this is fixed.
Well, no, the car runs fine. It's not, you know, I asked my son, I said, I can get the hood and the fenders and paint it too. But if you
Was
look
your son happy with this?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, he's driving around?
Yeah, he drives perfect. He's still driving it.
And he's driving without the sensor and without that thing because it would never work. Even though the plug is cut off, that would not work without the sensor and the right components. So he did a Mickey Mouse job. That's what it's called.
Now,
Yes.
I just have a quick question. Look, if you repaired the car for $1,000, how can we charge the defendant over $5,000 for parts that were in the car? The car obviously works.
Well, you're not counting my labor, and the other thing is I didn't fix the most important part, was the harness. I can't get the harness. I went to other parts places, and they refused to sell it to me. They're like, oh, we can't guarantee, you know, the harness for a car. So they refused to sell it to me.
So one of the things you provided us was a letter from an attorney to Mr. Vergara from March of 2022, and this is Exhibit C, page 8. Here it says that the most expensive item that was missing was about $3,800 for the 18-wire harness, and that you had gone to a dealership to get a quote for replacement and installation of the missing items, and the quote was in excess of $4,800.
Yeah.
But then the quote that you provided us from the Lancaster dealership was $5,500 on the labor to install it and $6,100 on just the part itself. Is this car running? Does it run without a harness?
It won't pass smog, though.
Why is he driving this car?
He needs a car, and I
Can I
didn't
say
expect
something?
this to go on this long.
Wait a second. This car that you purchased, you purchased it with a salvage title.
Yeah.
Did you salvage it, by the way, Mr. Vergara?
I repaired it, yeah.
Did you put all new parts in there?
Oh, yeah. Those parts you can only get at the dealer because at the junkyard, they don't even have cars like that. And
How much do those parts cost you?
you know what? I made a list of everything he
Good.
wanted here.
Would you mind giving that to
This is the
Officer
first
Maldonado?
estimate that I got from the dealer, how much it would cost for the parts to fix it when he brought it. That's putting everything new. With all those parts, the car would have been back at its original condition, like new.
But that's without labor. So what would it have been with labor?
I told him I could fix it
$13,000?
for around $10,000, everything.
Well, how much do you think you owe him then for the parts that were
I don't
paid?
think I owe him anything because he owes me for storage.
Well,
I could have kept
no.
the car. I'm even willing to buy all those parts for him. The light bulb and the plastics that he's talking about on his list are no more than $200-300.
And that would cover all the missing parts?
That he's talking about, yes. The most expensive part, if you buy the complete, is the harness. But there's no need to. I could have soldered it together and put it back together for him with the right plug.
How much would it cost if for some reason he had to buy a new one?
I don't know what the retail value of it is, but I found out the wholesale value to me was like $1,800 or $2,200. That would be the new harness from the dealer.
Is there a market for used?
Oh yeah,
parts?
they sell them used still. I told them I could have got him one for $300-500, a complete one, but there was no need. As you can see in the car, the whole front end was gone on that car.
All
the
right,
way he fixed it.
I think we have enough.
And reached a unanimous verdict. It was very hard for us to assess from the evidence before us and from the testimony exactly what the cost of these parts that were removed from your vehicle was. We had quotes all over the place, from Mr. Vergara's estimate of a couple of $100 up to the more recent Toyota estimate of about $11,000 for this one part. And that kind of leaves us with a really difficult task. I will say that we were also troubled by the notion that there seemed to be an agreement to leave the vehicle on the property for an extended amount of time and collect the insurance proceeds for storage. Nonetheless, here is where we came out. We do believe there was an unreasonable delay picking up the car. The car was left on the lot where it was broken into. And we think that you both bear some responsibility for that having happened. That said, Mr. Beasley, we do believe you are entitled to compensation for the parts that were removed. So here's how we kind of split the baby here. We took the original quote from your attorney of $4,800 to repair the vehicle, not from the crash, but from the parts that were missing. And we essentially split it in half. We said that you bear some responsibility for the parts going missing because it was left on Mr. Vergara's lot with an agreement from which you were both going to benefit. But of course, Mr. Vergara, your lot was not secured well enough to prevent against theft, so you bear some responsibility for that as well. So that's really the best we could do under the circumstances. We find in favor of you, Mr. Beasley, in the amount of $2,400.